We're here in Seattle, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away, and on the hill in this one, Logan Gilbert.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hit in the air, right field. Robles settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
One out, bases empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now the 0-1.
Right 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Padres down in order. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Yu Darvish.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. Corrals it. And there's one away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
He's so solid,
one
calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
The rise. And he beats him to first. He's safe.
You got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Man at first with one gone. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
On the ground to second, might be two, and he can't come up with it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. Third out. One left for Seattle. We played an inning. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Manny Machado. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Gilbert back to work. That's in there, and that is strike one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And Manny gets a piece. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. To third. Tosses across to first. One up, one down. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Outside low, ball one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball.
That's the ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. First offering, and it just misses. Second inning here, no score. That pitch in for a strike, and a count even 1-1.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A two-run shot. The Padres score first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And there's a foul ball. That one's upstairs,
that's a
ball
ball.
1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Just missed. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man at first. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. That misses the zone. 1-0. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a chopper out to short. Crawford zips it across. That ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now Luke Raley.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one fouled off. Darvish kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Mitch Haniger in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And it's fouled away. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
That's in there. 0-2. That one missing inside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And they're down 2-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, Luis Ariz stands in. Right through there for a strike. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a ball line to center. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Tatis leads off second with nobody out. That one ripped but foul. Next pitch is inside, and it's 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And he deals. That one down the line. Raley takes it himself and one away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Tatis comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
One gone runner at first. And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Outside low. 1-1.
1-1.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Ball 1 to Bogarts. And that misses. Ball 2. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Carlos Vargas preparing to come on if needed. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 4 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the 3rd. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-2.
That one not close. And the count 1 and 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Dylan Moore. And ball
Nope,
one.
ball.
Darvish delivers. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Pitch misses
Ball, out.
outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
Robles in the box now. No balls and a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
1 ball,
Way
1 strike.
outside, and that is ball 1. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Darvish gets him 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Now the DH for the Padres, Tirso Ornelas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Polanco tosses to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's Elias Diaz. Grounded out his first time up. Diaz, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. First pitch misses.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Down the line. And that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, right field.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So digging in, Luis Arias. Not
1-0.
even close there. And that's ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That's inside. Ball.
In the air, left field. Arozarena hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Lifted in the air, right center field. Robles sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Padres leave one, but they lead it 4-0. Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there. That'll make it out of here. An absolute smash to left. It's 4-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Now the catcher up to hit. Cal Raleigh rolled out to second in his first at bat. Clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
That's a ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ripped to right, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Now a chance for Luke Raley. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Hit in the air left field. Bogarts on his way over. Nabs it. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now batting Mitch Haniger.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that's downstairs and outside. There's a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next one misses. 2-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Crawford in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
1-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Merrill makes the grab on the run. Seattle gets a little closer on this solo homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 2 in this one. Gilbert back to work. In the air right side. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That misses the zone. And now it's even 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swung on, belted. Ranging back. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Logan Gilbert won't go any further, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Edward Bizzardo.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Throw to third, and he's out.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. slider got him for strike 3.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Cronenworth at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. And there's a ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Cronenworth will take his base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bogarts stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that's down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Count is full.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for San Diego as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco, caught looking his first time up. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Looked like it was a little bit up. That's hard hit in the line. One down. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now here is Victor Robles.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
There's a strike. The Mariners trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5.
Ball. 1-1.
Darvish checks on the runner. Dive, and they got him. Polanco picked off.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
And here is Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. Inside, ball one. Upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Misses the sweeper.
2-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Man at second. Ripped to short. Whips it across. Rodriguez out of the play. And that is the inning. Mariners leave one, and they trail it 4-1. Here's Jason Hayward. There's the strike.
0-1.
On the ground to the left. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So here's the Padres DH, Tirso Ornelas, 1 for 2. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that's a strikeout looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two down, bases empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Slider misses outside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 3. That one
that's
misses.
it.
That's 5 straight. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to
1-1.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Pitch is in for a strike, and the count 1-2. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, didn't go. Two outs. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Mariners 1. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
It's 0-1.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Randy Arozarena will hit next. Right side, hard hit. They get the out on Arozarena. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tatis puts it away, and that is that. Now on the bump, Trent Thornton. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Merrill in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gabe Spire, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Taylor, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That's off the mark, and the count now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. And that
That's
one's
the
a
ball.
little bit low. And that's ball 3. He swings and fouls one off. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner on at first with one gone. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. Fought off foul. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Oh, 2 now. Squirts away a little bit. In there safely. Merrill into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Rodriguez racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And that one is inside. One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2-1.
Throw to first. Cronenworth dives back in. Outside low. Now 3-1.
3-1.
Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike.
There was a high
ball,
velocity
one strike.
fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Now, Mitch Haniger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Haniger tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he won around. Rule to swing. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Sean Reynolds, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Matsui warming up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. To the right side. Steps on first for the out. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for Yu Darvish, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Sean Reynolds. He's into the game with the bases empty. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Reynolds, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. That one almost got him.
Ball. 2-0.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch is outside. There's a strike.
Count is full.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 1. And that's too high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. The throw to second is offline.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
Here's Victor Robles. There's a strike at the knees. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Misses inside. Now 1-2.
1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Mariners 1. New pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now here's the DH, Tirso Ornelas.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? They've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Diaz,
that's the ball.
The next to hit, takes ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's in there. And that's strike 2. That one ripped right center field. Back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 6-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Outside with a breaking ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball popped up. Base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Tatis, batting with one down, takes a strike. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. Jackson Merrill digs in now. That's a strike. 0-1. That's inside.
Ball. 2-1.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2's the count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the Padres add to the lead on a solo homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Yuki Matsui gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Adrian Morejon, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Off the plate, 2-0. And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Raleigh in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. The Padres leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Swing and a foul straight back. First and second here, no outs. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And now Luke Raley. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-2.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Right through there for a strike. And that is out of play. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings and misses. That's the second out. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets under it and pops it up. Machado settles under this one, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Troy Taylor. And now it's Manny Machado. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Check swing, called strike. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Carlos Vargas getting ready to go. Next pitch way upstairs. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That missed by a lot. And the count now even up.
That's the ball. Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. In the air to left down the line. Snags it for the second out. Two outs, base is empty. Jason Hayward, the next to hit. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2-0. Nope, ball.
And that is low
That's
for
low.
ball 4.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Next is the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the 9th. Out to short. That's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now it's Elias Diaz. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. It's 8-2. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Troy Taylor out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn things over to the righty, Gregory Santos.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. First pitch just misses. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short, Crawford. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Padres 8 and the Mariners 2. Now the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. Matsui back to work. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one.
2-2.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Fastball is outside. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hayward makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Robles, the next to hit, takes outside. Line drive, Bogarts. Throw to first, ball game. And the Padres take this one in a blowout.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.